Now let us take a short quiz. The balance of petty cash is A, an expense, B, revenue, C, an asset, D, a liability. The balance of petty cash is an asset, or it is a real account. Correct answer, balance of petty cash. Answer C, asset. Cash book is a form of A, trial balance, B, ledger, C, subsidiary book, D, all of the above. Cash book is a form of ledger. It's a form of ledger. It is true that it's a book of original entry, and to that extent it is a subsidiary book, but mind you, cash book is a cash account and therefore a part of the principal books of account. So cash book is a form of ledger. Correct answer should be B. Next, if the debit and credit aspects of a transaction are recorded in the cash book, it is A, contra entry, simple entry, C, double entry, D, single entry. Debit and credit aspects are recorded in the cash book. It is a contra entry. When does this happen? In a double column cash book or a triple column cash book which has both cash and bank columns. We have contra entries when cash is withdrawn from bank or cash is deposited into bank. So when both debit and credit aspects are recorded in the same cash book, it is a contra entry. Correct answer A. Checks received but deposited in the next day are recorded in A, cash column of the cash book, B, bank column of the cash book, C, both of these, D, none of these. There is a practice when checks are received but then deposited at a later date. In order to keep control, in order to be aware, these checks are put in the cash book and the entry is to debit cash account and not the bank since the checks have not yet been deposited into the bank. So when checks are received but deposited on the next day, they are recorded in the cash column of the cash book. They are recorded in the cash column of the cash book. When we deposit, it is as if cash is being deposited into bank. This is just to keep better control over the checks received but not yet deposited. Correct answer A. Checks received but deposited on a later date are recorded in the cash column of the cash book. Impressed amount is 500. What will be the amount of reimbursement if following expenses were incurred by the petty cashier during the month? Telephone 150, tiffin 500, small repairs 30 and general expenses 100. A 300, B 170, C 330 and D 270. Since 330 was spent, 330 should be reimbursed. The correct answer should be C 330. C 330. Whatever is spent would be reimbursed under the impressed system so that the balance comes back to 500.